It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
This taken in at the goal line.
Sheds off the tackle.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. A man who is both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane.
He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Finding Shorts, complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Let's go. Go.
Now McCarthy. Throw caught by Achane.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Shorts has got it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Texans had 3 and 8 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Cam Smith was in good position and broke it up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Throwing now is Stroud. You talk about this Miami defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Look the hot.
fourth down. Here's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Flash. 11. Puggy. Texas.
And Stroud now to throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down. Hey, uno more. Puggy. Look the hot.
Stroud to throw it.
Going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Here's McCarthy.
Escaping the pressure right.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On play action, McCarthy.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Shorts on the reception over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
On play action, now McCarthy. That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. McCarthy off the play fake.
Touchdown!
from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Stroud looking to throw. And Walker has it. Stroud looking to change the play.
Why Tony?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Here we go.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Stroud. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Walker with a grab, left side. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Uno Mars.
Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Look the hot. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Robin.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
with career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards.
To the air with McCarthy.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now McCarthy.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Touchdown, Houston!
Joe Mixon with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 22 more yards there and another first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Throw caught by Achane. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Off the play fake. McCarthy dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they'll get this down to the 10. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 34-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Back to throw again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw.
Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Third and goal, Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Joe Mixon
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Stroud to throw it.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Robin.
Quick throw to Collins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
That's another Texans first down.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Stroud looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Here we go.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. Fourth down, Stroud going to try to throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On play action, now McCarthy. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 56, Texans 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So they're Bob.
And my goodness, another interception.
Still going inside the 20.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 63, Texans 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Nico Collins.
62 yards.
And the Texans are able to claw one back.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Schwartz has got it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's McCarthy.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. To the air with McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Now McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They'll go. Achane.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the
4. Looking to throw McCarthy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
In motion, Hill. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Hill going to go in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
J.J. McCarthy
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
On the quick, right?
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to change the play.
Buggy.
Got a man. It's Collins complete.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, let's go. 11.
In motion right, that's Collins. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now they'll audible to something else. This one left side caught by Collins.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2J.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Texas.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here. But it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them. Not one they'll want to remember. At least.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though.